I think there's plenty of room now. I think a lot of people weren't complying, and eventually, we got to make some rules down here for everybody.
And rules have changed for many Santa Barbara businesses that moved outside during the pandemic, and it appears many people like the changes. It's our top story tonight at 5. Good evening, everybody. I'm CJ Ward. Beth has the night off. We begin with a News Channel 3 follow-up. A plan to make Santa Barbara streets safer and more accessible is underway, and the results are pretty clear. News Channel 3 senior reporter John Palminteri was first to bring us the story about a month ago. And John, you can see the changes already.
We certainly can. As a matter of fact, the sidewalks were the area where many of the restaurants expanded out to when they could not serve inside during the COVID crisis. And let's face it, that helped them financially and saved many of them from going under. But it also created some other issues, which for the most part right now have been resolved. Strolling Santa Barbara sidewalks in business districts just got a little bit easier.
So it's good that they've taken the hazards away.
For the last year during the COVID economic emergency, tables, chairs, and many other items were set up next to the walls, curbs, and sometimes right in the direct path of the public trying to get through. In many cases, it was a violation of the American Disabilities Act. In a News Channel report a month ago, we told you how the city was taking immediate action, and many ADA complaints that had been brought up appeared to go uncorrected. Now, that's changed.
It's definitely more comfortable for everybody.
At Holdren's, a longtime downtown restaurant, it only took a slight adjustment, and compliance was a priority.
I think there's plenty of room now. I think a lot of people weren't complying, and eventually, we got to make some rules down here for everybody.
You can already see some of the changes when you take a walk downtown, not just with tables and chairs, but the heaters and the signboards are moved out of the way as well. We checked in several areas to see if there's room now for those who are mobility and visually challenged to have the same access as everyone else.
Usually people are walking down the street talking to one another. And if there are things in the way, of course, they're going to hurt themselves.
Restaurant owners say business has been picking up, and they're working to make up for the many months of COVID setbacks.
It was a long year plus, and a lot of hard times, really hard times.
Hard on the owners and hard on the workers.
And they went through a lot too. A lot of the kitchen guys struggled really bad, and I was feeding some of them because they couldn't even get food.
Moving forward, there's still a lot of design work on the promenade to discuss, but the access issue here and in other parts of the city is being addressed.
I think eventually it would be nice not to have people walking right through the patios, but that's a long-term fix, I feel like. Many of the restaurant owners say that they are taking this action in part because it's the right thing to do to clear out the walkways for those who have some disabilities, but also because they had heard that a lawsuit was on the way if the sidewalks didn't get opened up. As for Holdren's, they're about to celebrate their 18th anniversary, and they plan some specials at what is one of the oldest bars in downtown Santa Barbara. Reporting live in downtown this evening, I'm John Palminteri, News Channel 3.
All right. Thank you, John. Well, the CDC is predicting an increase